Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Can I please have your attention? We're going to get started here. Good evening. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Welcome. Wow, that worked. Great. Welcome, everybody. My name is Alvin Abraham, and I'm the Dean of the Dougherty Family College. Thank you so much for taking time to be here today to celebrate this really incredible occasion in our trajectory here at the Dougherty Family College. Tonight's going to be a really special night. You're going to get a chance to hear a little bit from our president, Dr. Julie Sullivan, from one of our lead benefactors and greatest supporters, Kathy Dougherty, as well as one of our Dougherty Family College students, Misam Hader. So I'm really excited about all of them coming up in just a few minutes to share a little bit about their journey at Dougherty Family College. Before we continue on, I'm really excited to debut a video tonight that we put together to sort of highlight our program, tell you a little bit more about our work, and through the lens of students from Dougherty Family College and our team. So please, if you could, pay attention to the screens for the next few minutes.
Once I was applying to college, it was a big emotional process because I was going to be the first one in my family to go to college. My teacher, she told me about the Dougherty Family College. They told us about all the resources, the laptops, the meals, the bus pass, the books, the faculty that would be involved, and it was just like the perfect fit.
We all recognize that there is an opportunity gap, an education gap in our state. And the way to address that is to get to know people. Let them be a part of finding the solution that can best help them, and you accompanying them on that journey.
The way that it's set up, I think it has given me the ability to understand not only myself, but the people around me, understand cultures that are different than mine, and to understand myself and to kind of create an identity for myself.
I remember what it was like being a first-generation college student and kind of trying to figure out and navigate the ropes, meeting new people, navigating a new institutional system, and so really supporting them and building the confidence, bringing out themselves and their culture, and hopefully help them evolve as they continue to get older and progress and graduate.
Miss Donnelly placed us in our internships, and she told me that I would be at U.S. Bank, and I was like, this is really awesome. Just to have that opportunity to see people work in the computer or, just going on lunch with them, just seeing that day-to-day experience shows me what I can do in my future.
The students I work with here at DFC are phenomenal students. They have an extraordinary drive, they are passionate about their education, and they thrive off of the supports that we give them here.
My experience at DFC has been amazing. The small class sizes, the support. This is the college it felt like perfectly in my lap. Like I needed to do this opportunity for me.
Our goal is when students come into our program that we're helping build their academic chops, that we're teaching them the ropes of being a college student, and then we're supporting them in transitioning to four-year programs and staying with them all the way through graduation. We believe it's important that they walk across that stage to obtain their bachelor's degree.
DFC has been such a huge opportunity for a lot of us, and we're taking advantage of it to the fullest.
And now I'm declaring my major in kinesiology.
I'm going to be majoring in political science.
I also hope to major in social work at the 4-year.
Majoring in business, not sure where, but I know that that's my goal in the future.
My future holds a lot of big things, and I think it's going to be amazing for sure.
We were shooting this video before these four students had made their final decisions. I'm really excited to announce that all four of the students in the video are transitioning to the four-year program here at St. Thomas and continuing their studies towards their bachelor's degrees. So, congratulations to you all. Now it is my honor to introduce you to President Julie Sullivan. Dr. Sullivan is finishing her 6th year as president here at St. Thomas and has been a business professor or higher ed administrator for more than 30 years. She's an avid champion for St. Thomas's work to advance the common good, and she is known for her commitments to reduce disparities in opportunity and increase intercultural understanding. And quite frankly, if it wasn't for her leadership, the Dougherty Family College would not be here today. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Julie Sullivan to the stage.
Thank you, Alvin, and I appreciate those kind words. But as he said, I've been a professor or an administrator for at least 30 years now, and I know very well that any visions that I might have are only fantasies until you find wonderful leadership like Alvin and his team to make them a reality. So thank you very much, Alvin. And first, I'd like to formally thank Mike and Kathy Dougherty, because when we first talked about this, launching the Dougherty Family College, and the three of us sat down and they began thinking about their commitment, it couldn't have happened if they hadn't made that decision. It is a transformational gift naming for this college. And they've had unwavering support for our mission, for expanding access, for reducing student debt, and continuing to eliminate the college education gap in Minnesota, because they love each and every one of our students. And this has been one of the most fulfilling projects I've ever had the opportunity to work on in my 30 years. And I'm just so grateful to have a lifelong partner with the Dougherty Family College like Mike and Kathy Dougherty. So please join me in thanking them. I also would like to thank Jean and Mary Fry and the estate of Martin Ryan and Richard Sturbance, because of their gifts, several students each year will continue their path to a bachelor's degree as a Tommy with a full scholarship. 10 students were awarded scholarships this year as a result of the Fry's generosity and the Ryan and Sturbance estate. Gene Fry is here tonight, and he wasn't able to be with us when we awarded the 10 scholarships. So Gene, do you mind raising your hand and showing our students who you are? Thank you, Gene. Gene is one of those people who's always there when it's an important idea that comes to the table. So thank you. So, in a few weeks, we're going to be there. We're almost there to graduation. 61 students are going to be graduating with their associate's degrees. To apply for the full tuition scholarships, you had to have a 3.0 GPA or better. And 30 of our 61 students had a 3.0 GPA or better. These students have been working hard, and we're really proud of these accomplishments. And now we're sprinting toward the finish line to the first Dougherty Family College commencement a week from Sunday. So tonight we celebrate the remarkable accomplishments of the first class that will be graduating. And we celebrate the diligent work of the faculty and staff that have made these 2 years possible, as well as the commitment of our corporate and intern partners, and our benefactors. A lot of people had to come together to make this work, and everyone stepped up in an extraordinary fashion. It really is truly amazing, because only 2 short years ago, I met the first class of Dougherty Family College students for the first time. I can still vividly remember walking into the auditorium. Mike and Kathy were there. And it was the first time I'd seen all of you as a group. And I walked in and looked. I think Buffy had been doing something with you, so you were all animated and having fun. And I was just overcome with emotion. It was the first time it was real for me. I felt joy, I felt excitement, I felt gratitude. And I stood there and I thought, this is real. It's really happening. And just then, one of the most extraordinary experiences I've had really in my life, I could hear someone speaking to me, as clear as a bell in my ear. And the voice I heard said, these students are going to make it. This is going to work. They are going to graduate. And you are. And I'm so grateful and so excited. For me, it is a dream come true. I know you are proud to be Tommies, and you're committed to working hard, or you wouldn't be here tonight. I know you are fully aware of the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity these 2 years have been for you, but you have made the most of it. And that is what makes all the difference. There is unlimited potential in this class of students, and we can't wait to continue to follow you as you transition to your 4-year studies and graduate there as well. In fact, we'll probably all be there. So whether it's at St. Thomas or elsewhere, I know we'll be there here, but we'll probably all be there. I also want to thank you for something else, because I remember saying to you on that first day, you're partners in this. And as I said in the video, we're not trying to create something for somebody. We're trying to create something with somebody. And you are that first class of partners in helping us create something. So thank you for your valuable input along the way, because as a first class, you had to take a chance on us, and you had to be there every step of the journey with us to help us keep learning and keep making this better for you as well as for the students that will come after you. So thank you very much for that. You've truly done that as a class. So keep sprinting, don't let up, and I can't wait to see you at commencement. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, President Sullivan. I am delighted to introduce you to our next speaker. I met Kathy Dougherty the summer of 2017, just as I was coming on as Dean of the Dougherty Family College. It was evident from that initial meeting that Kathy was passionate about our mission and cared deeply about providing a high-quality experience for our students. Almost 2 years later, I can say without a doubt that her dedication and commitment to our work has strengthened and supported our efforts. Please help me welcome to the stage Kathy Dougherty.
Good evening. Over the past 2 years, many of you have asked why we chose to invest in the Dougherty Family College. As you know, the college was the brainchild of Dr. Sullivan, and we thank her for the opportunity to be her partner in this venture. Her dream and her mission for the school spoke to us at a deep level. We had been concerned about the disparity in educational opportunities in general, but particularly in the Twin Cities. We knew big changes had to be made, and that most likely these changes would come from the private sector. With the leadership of Dr. Sullivan, the resources of the university, and the mission of All for the Common Good, we felt sure that this was the place we wanted to be. Of course, it didn't hurt that Mike graduated from the University of St. Thomas, and I grew up 5 blocks from here. Not only was this an easy decision, but it was the best decision we've ever made. We were educated in Catholic schools, and our families and our teachers expected that we would attend college. Understand, we are not from wealthy families. And just like most of you, we worked during high school and college. Mike was orphaned by the time he was 13, and I had 8 siblings. We knew we would be the ones who had to find a way to make this happen. And we did, with lots of support, just like you. We are grateful for that support and for the opportunities that we have had in our personal lives and in this community. We want the same for all of you. So, congratulations to the inaugural class of the Dougherty Family College. We celebrate and honor you tonight. You took a risk and put your faith in a new school and the unknown. Thank you for trusting St. Thomas, DFC, and the staff. You have proven you are courageous, motivated, and hardworking. These traits will prove valuable assets as you continue your education, whether it's towards a BA, a master's degree, a law degree, or an MD. And these traits will serve you well throughout your life. You will be equipped to follow your own dreams, to help others as you've been helped, and to go out and make change in the world. You should be proud of yourselves. Your family should be proud of you, and all of us here tonight are proud of you as well. We are grateful to Dr. Sullivan, to Dean Abraham, and to the faculty and staff for their commitment to the mission of the school and to the welfare of you, the students. We have watched them manage the first 2 years with grace, flexibility, and an open mind. We thank all the partners and donors who saw a need and signed on early and enthusiastically to support this school. This has truly been a team endeavor, and together we will be the change we want to see in the world. Thank you.
I love these kinds of nights because I don't really have to do a lot of work, right? I have these incredible people who can share their story in this journey. And last, but certainly not least, I'm really excited to invite one of our DFC students to share a little bit about their experience with us tonight. Misam Hayder came to Dougherty Family College almost 2 years ago after he graduated from Maple Grove Senior High. It was immediately clear when I met him that he was going to make the most of his time at DFC, and he did not disappoint. Not only is Misam graduating with honors, but he currently serves as DFC's Student Advisory Board President, represents DFC on the St. Thomas Undergraduate Student Government, is an active member of his faith community, and works at Thomson Reuters for his DFC internship, which there's a big crew from Thomson Reuters here tonight to support him, so thank you for that support. And all of this hard work has paid off. I'm thrilled to share that he's also one of our full tuition scholarship recipients and plans to continue his studies towards his bachelor's degree here at the four-year program at the University of St. Thomas this fall. Please welcome to the stage, Misam Hayder.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for making it here tonight on this very auspicious occasion. My name is Misam Hayder, and I'm the inaugural student body president of the Dougherty Family College. I want to begin by encouraging all of us to take this moment in right now. It's bittersweet how long school feels like, but then your last couple of days just fly by like that. I remember a time when I was losing sleep over the thought of just graduating. In my experiences, I've come to understand that life really does come down to a few good moments like this. So as I go on my little spiel right now, I want us all to remember tonight. Take mental photographs, don't miss a thing. Because tonight's not just like any other night. Tonight's our night. Now, as I was writing the speech, I was thinking about a couple of things flew by my mind. I kept hearing this word inaugural over and over again. Inaugural graduating class, inaugural college, inaugural this and that. I was like, Misam, you have one shot at this speech. You better not. So, a lot of other things flew by my head was, how am I going to stay composed up here? I'm so enthusiastic about this program. I have family and friends here, and I had a million things going to run by my head when I walk up here to the podium. But one thing stood out of all of that mess. And it was one question, and it was, how did I really get here? How did I really get here? You see, there are so many key individuals and experiences that help position us to be able to have our moments in life. It could be from families and loved ones, professors and mentors, which all of whom I could personally stand up here and talk about all night long. I want us to remember those role models that made a difference in our lives today. Some of them might be here with us right now, and others smiling from a distance. We should also remember the people in this very room who've opened doors for us far before we could have ever seen them coming. Let's all give them a round of applause. We are and will forever be grateful for their generous acts of kindness. Like I said, life goes by too fast, the good and the bad times. Try to remember all of it when you walk out of here tonight towards your next few big adventures in life. Now, as we honor those who have helped us get here today, it's also incredibly important to recognize our own accomplishment. We will be the first Dougherty family graduates from the University of St. Thomas, or inaugural. But looking back, I realize many of my classmates and I have shared similar experiences around education before coming to DFC. We remember the feeling of being overlooked and doubted in our classrooms. We remember our diversity and presence feeling tolerated, never really embraced. We grew tired of watching our people's contribution in the world always being overlapped and skimmed through during lessons in textbooks. Our precious history and culture would seem to divide us, if anything. When we would be screaming about racial disparities or social inequalities, it felt like the world looked back at us confused, as if we had been silent the entire time. There were countless situations back then which should have broken us, both inside and out of school. There were countless stresses which should have diverted our pursuit of education. But we're still here today, and it's because we kept going. We understood it was bigger than just us. You see, as 18-year-olds, when we felt like the world was doubting us and undermining us, we wanted to change the whole world. This burning desire for a better world through education was matched with an institution when the Dougherty Family College first opened in 2017. Here, a homeless boy from Southside Chicago could breathe. A girl with lightning in her soul from Mexico would succeed. A boy with starlight memories from Vietnam could thrive. 2 girls from Myanmar refugee camps would go past the sky. Be it from Bogota, Colombia, or Northeast Minneapolis, we were all in it from the start. We were all in. From day one, our presence here mattered. Our efforts and impacts mattered. Our decisions and questions were all empowered. We learned from a culturally inclusive curriculum with passionate support services and have gone on to becoming shining leaders in our communities. We strive to create measurable change and it has made a difference to the people around us today. Everyone in this beautiful journey wanted us to not only be here, but to succeed with the wildest expectations. As student body president, I got a glimpse of just how hard our faculty and deans worked for these moments. To the parents, classmates, faculty, and all others who shared in and worked towards this vision, I'm here to tell you all today, we've won. Look around. We knew the weight of our dreams and we accomplished it together. Personally, I could not be more proud of each and every single one of my classmates right now. We came in as complete strangers and now we're sitting here today as a family. You see, there's real beauty in facing adversity together. As the inaugural class, what we've endured throughout life means a great deal for this moment right here. Pushing past risks, doubts, criticism, rejections, and failure wasn't only for a piece of paper and a degree. It was to make a genuine difference in the world we all live in today. LeBron James once said, "Greatness is defined by how much you want to put into what you do." Well, standing here today, we are greatness. We are the fabric on which our world's future stands upon. We are leaders, we are culture, we are change makers, we are Ohana, we are anything we put our minds to. To conclude, I will leave you all with the words of the late legend Stuart Scott. He said, "Don't downgrade your dreams to fit your reality. Upgrade your conviction to match your destiny." Remember, life comes down to a few good moments like this. So again, I encourage us all to take our experiences, thank our mentors, and never ever doubt our greatness moving forward. We are so much more than we could ever know right now. Thank you. Congratulations to the inaugural class of the Dougherty Family College. We made it.
I asked Meeson to come up to the stage. I want to just, again, we should all give him an incredible roaring round of applause for that. He worked exceptionally hard on that speech and has been practicing it for several weeks, as you can tell. Phenomenal job. So thank you so much for sharing today. So Meesum's actually going to take it over again. Again, my job is really easy tonight, to present a couple of special awards to some folks in the room tonight. So go ahead.
So as you've heard, we've had some pretty important people in the building today with us. And I just do want to recognize all the hard work some of these individuals have done behind the scenes. None of this could have been possible with the contributions of some individuals, and we do want to recognize those individuals today with us. On behalf of the student body, we would like to represent Kathy, if you would please come up here. Mike? And Mike Dougherty, sorry. Mike also come here. Let's give Mike a round of applause as well.
Can we get a photo shot with the four of you guys?
So our next award, obviously everybody in this building knows who President Sullivan is. President Sullivan from day one has been one of my biggest inspirations. She's led this mission before it was started. I remember I used to email Tehran Buford in the summer about, oh, is Dougherty Family College a real thing? I have to reread the flyer a million times, and just to see the hard work that's been put behind those steps. We've had President Sullivan spearheading those movements. So let's all give a warm welcome and a round of applause to President Sullivan. All right, and I will wrap it up with, again, our Dean, Abraham. Let's all give him a round of applause as well.
So one of the things I love about St. Thomas is our development team always does a really good job spending weeks in advance planning everything to a T, as you can tell by this amazing event tonight. A couple of days ago, students reached out and said, we would like to present an award to Mike and Kathy and to Dr. Sullivan. So this was actually sort of brought together by a group of students. So we, of course, had to quickly get together to figure out how to add this to the script. And it wasn't in the script. And so we appreciate all the support that Mike and Kathy and Dr. Sullivan have given to us for the last couple of years. That is all for our program tonight. We're so thankful that each and every one of you are here to celebrate our founding class. Commencement is next Sunday, which is really exciting. Our students have a busy week, though. They have finals next week. And so they're going to be working literally every day until the end. So please continue to keep them in your thoughts and prayers this week as they're finishing their last few things for their classes. Please hang out, have some more food, grab another drink, connect with students who are here today to learn more. Feel free to talk to any of our team members as well. We appreciate all of your support. Thanks so much for being here today. Have a great night.